This is the ASUS ROG Strix G16 gaming laptop, and honestly, it's the best mid-range gaming laptop I've tested this year. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been running this thing for about 3 weeks now, mostly playing titles like Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings and Valorant on the side for Discord calls, and it hasn't broken a sweat. The Intel Core i7-13650HX paired with 16GB of DDR5 and a 512GB PCIe SSD keeps everything snappy, booting up, loading games, switching between Chrome tabs with 50 tabs open, no lag, no stutter. If you're someone who likes to keep Spotify, Discord, and a game running at the same time, this machine handles it like it's nothing. Now, the screen is what really surprised me. It's a 16-inch 165Hz FHD panel with a 16:10 aspect ratio, which gives you a little extra vertical space without going all the way to 4K. Colors are punchy, contrast is solid, and the 165Hz refresh rate makes everything feel smoother than what you'd get on a standard 60Hz display. I was playing Apex Legends earlier and noticed I could track enemies a split second faster just because the motion clarity was that much better. If you're upgrading from an older laptop or a budget machine, the visual jump is noticeable right away. Thermals are handled by ROG's intelligent cooling system, which uses dual fans and self-cleaning tech to keep temperatures in check. I ran a stress test with Cinebench R23 for about 20 minutes, and the CPU stayed around 85 degrees Celsius hot, sure, but not throttling territory. Under normal gaming loads like Cyberpunk or Elden Ring, it idles around 45 degrees Celsius and peaks around 75 degrees Celsius, which is pretty standard for a gaming laptop this size. The fans do ramp up under heavy loads, but it's not the jet engine noise you get from some other models. You'll definitely hear it, but it's not obnoxious if you're in a room with normal background noise. The RTX 4060 is where this laptop earns its stripes. It's not a top-tier card, but it's more than enough for 1080p gaming at high settings. I played Alan Wake 2 on Ultra with DLSS set to quality mode, and it ran at around 80 to 90 FPS. Cyberpunk 2077 with RT Overdrive hit about 60 FPS, which is playable if you're okay with occasional tweaks to settings. For esports titles like Valorant or Fortnite, you're looking at well over 200 FPS, so competitive players will be happy. The MUX switch with Advanced Optimus is a nice touch too. It lets you toggle between the dedicated GPU and integrated graphics, which can save battery when you're not gaming. Build quality feels premium for the price. The Eclipse grey chassis is all plastic, but it's got a matte finish that resists fingerprints, and the hinge is solid, no wobble when you open it with one hand. The keyboard is backlit with per-key RGB, which is fun for customization, and the trackpad is large and responsive, something I don't see often enough in gaming laptops. Port selection is solid too, 3 USB-A ports, 1 USB-C with Thunderbolt 4, HDMI 2.1, and a headphone jack. Wi-Fi 6E is included, which is great if you've got a modern router and want to minimize latency in online games. Battery life is, well, it's a gaming laptop, so don't expect miracles. I got about 4.5 hours of light web browsing and YouTube time before it dropped to 20%. If you're gaming, you're looking at 1.5 to 2 hours max, which is par for the course. The 90Wh battery is decent, but the RTX 4060 and 165Hz screen are power hogs. If portability is a priority, this isn't the laptop for you, but if you're gaming at home or on a desk, it's a non-issue. One thing to note, the speakers are okay, but they're not great. They're loud enough for casual listening, but if you're used to the bass-heavy sound of a gaming headset, you'll probably plug one in. The webcam is 720p, which is fine for Discord calls, but don't expect studio-quality video. And while the 512GB SSD is fast, it fills up quickly if you install a bunch of games, so you might want to upgrade to a 1TB model if you can afford it. Pros-wise, the performance-to-price ratio is excellent. The screen is a standout, and the cooling system does its job without being overly loud. The build quality is solid, and the port selection is versatile. On the downside, the battery life is average, and the speakers and webcam are just fine. If you're a gamer who wants a reliable machine for 1080p gaming without breaking the bank, this is a great pick. If you're still on the fence, the link is below. It's a solid investment if you want a gaming laptop that balances power, screen quality, and price without going overboard. I've been really happy with it so far, and I think you will be too.